and welcome to Sports Betting Illuminated, where we play with a house and not against it. I'm your host, Ariel Calista Miller, author of Sports Betting Illuminated, an AI-powered path to profit, and I'm very excited to announce that my book, Sports Betting Illuminated, an AI-powered path to profit, is available in stores as an ebook everywhere, and in just a few days, it will be available for your hard copy versions. Hello everyone! Welcome in, David. Hello, the Sharp. Hello, good morning. I hope you are doing well on this Sunday morning. I'm excited to dive into my 3 picks and my 3 props that I have for you today. And of course, this is a live show, so feel free to come in anytime with any plays that you would like me to analyze and break down live on air, and I'd be happy to do so. Hey Craig, good morning. How are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining me on this bright and sunny Sunday morning. Who's ready for football? Because I am. Hey Tyler, welcome in. Everyone's here. This is great. Thank you so much for joining me. So before we get started, I think it's time to get our minds right. Sit back, relax, and get your minds right to win some wagers. What I am smoking this morning is called Colonel Crasher. It's an indica leaning hybrid, and it's extraordinary. It's truly an immersive experience, and some of these terpenes are really interesting. We have myrcene, caryophyllene, D-limonene, and a lot of THCA. That's the acid form of THC in there. And there's a THC level of 28.83%. So this is really chill. I'm getting my day started right. Alright. I'm glad you're feeling better about this week for football. That's good news. We want to start this day with some high vibes. So let's talk, because I did run my AI model for last week's games, and I found an interesting trend that really is really predictive of this week. So the one thing that my AI model noticed immediately was a low score in the Saints versus Eagles game. And this looks like this is going to continue into this week. So this is something to take note of, and this is what my first 2 plays are based upon. So the first play that I want to focus on is the Saints versus Falcons game. We know what happened. The Saints were flying high and then came crashing into earth. They just looked terrible against the Eagles, let's be honest. So now I'm looking at this total, and we know that this is going to be, this looks like everything this week is going to be going under, having a lower total. So I'm looking at how Vegas is moving this line. A lot of spots, most spots open this up at 45.5. Though I did see some spots open this up at 46.5. And then it just started dropping. It went to 45, and then it pretty much almost hopped right over 44. It went right to 43.5, went to 43, then 42.5, now 42, and in fact it looks like it's even going a little bit lower in some spots. So seeing how Vegas is moving this line, and they're moving this total on mixed money, and considering how my AI model has predicted that a lot of these games look like they're leaning towards the under this week, this is another under that I really like. So I will be taking the under in the Saints-Falcons game. Yep, that's the one we're talking about right now, Jeff. You're tied up in knots a bit? Is it Bills close to? You know what? Let me take a look at this game and dive right on into that for you. You know, I've been watching a lot of these games, and that wasn't on my slate today, but let me give you the most accurate, up-to-date numbers that I could get for you right now at this moment. So give me just a moment. This is a live show. Let me just highlight your comment too, so everyone can see. Okay, gotta take this down. Okay, all right, pulling up the most recent ones on this game. Sorry guys, having a little bit of technical stuff that I'm looking at too over here. So basically this line opened up at 45 and a half, and right now it's sitting at 46 and a half in a lot of spots. It looks like a little bit of mixed money. Some spots are holding us pretty tight. It doesn't look like Vegas is really moving too much here. But you know, let's dive into this game even further. So what's interesting here is Baltimore opened up -2.5, and I'm looking at where they're sitting right now. They're still sitting there, -2.5. So it's not really moving that much. And I'm looking at the money, it's pretty mixed. Tyler's taking the Ravens all day. Yeah, this is one of those games where I just don't see anything that's developing super strong at the moment. I'm looking to see if there's really like anything that's popping out of here. And this looks like this is going to be a tight game, Craig. There's just, you know, Vegas holding the lines tight and a lot of mixed money too. It doesn't look like the pros are really taking a stand on one side or the other. Yeah, there is. Okay, so you agree with me on the under in the Saints game. Yeah, a lot of money is starting to be bet over in a lot of these games right now. But I think it's a lot of Joe money coming in for the moment. There are some places where the line is starting to develop where it does look like the pros have come in. Like, you know, but Radiant's one game may prevail, but you're passing on this one. Yeah, I think I'm passing on this one too. Yeah, a lot of, you know, a lot of mixed money in this game. A lot of mixed money. It doesn't look like Vegas is really taking a stand here, and they just aren't really moving the lines. They're kind of holding everything tight. So, to me, it seems like kind of anything could happen. So let's move on to the next under that I'm looking at, and that is in the Eagles versus Bucks game. Now, of course, the AI models in Las Vegas are predicting that there's going to be a lot of rain still lingering from this crazy, well, we've all seen what's been going on. We all have phones and internet and everything. It's been crazy out there. So the Tampa turf is going to be very slippery. So I've just seen this total crash. It's gone from 46 and a half. Some spots even had this open early on, even a point higher at 47 and a half, but most spots opened this up at 46 and a half. And then just seeing how this fell fast from 46 and a half, then it fell to 44 and a half, then 43 and a half, then 43. I see even in some spots right now, they've already moved this line to 42. So, I mean, because of all these crazy storms, we're really seeing this line just fall, and I do like the under in here. I really like the under. So those are my first two game picks. I'm taking the unders when a lot of the Vegas pros and just a lot of square money is taking overs, but I think people are excited about taking overs. It's always a popular play. People love to take overs. And it is surprising that there's a lot of super strong money coming in on this. So the Eagles money is coming in on the under. Let me refresh some of my numbers here. I still see some money coming in on over, but let me check like some other spots. And some other spots, it's like a little more mixed coming in on the under in this game. So I like it, especially when Vegas is moving this line. He's out today. We'll see what happens today. Today, I'm really just staying away from the spread here, and I just like the under. That's my favorite play in this game, the under in this Eagles-Bucks game. So there you have it, guys. Two unders. I like the under in the Saints-Falcons game, the under in the Eagles-Bucks game. Now, before we move on, it is time for the 2-minute drill. Ooh, I can't wait to dive into my favorite props. I'll have that right after my 2-minute drill. All right, let's go. If you bet on your phone, you've probably seen these profit boosts and odds boost parlays. Online sportsbooks promote profit boosts and odd boost parlays because they drive user engagement. They increase the betting volume and they maximize the sportsbook's profitability. These promotions are designed to appeal to the betting public by offering what feels like extra value. Bettors see the potential for higher payouts without having to increase their stake, tapping into the psychological principle called reward sensitivity. This phenomenon makes bettors feel like they're getting a great deal or a special opportunity, encouraging them to place bets that they might otherwise avoid. However, the structure of parlays inherently works in the favor of the sportsbooks. While boosted odds looks enticing, combining multiple bets in a parlay increases the difficulty of winning exponentially. Even with slightly improved odds, the probability of the parlay hitting remains low, allowing for a sportsbook to maintain a strong edge. Offering boosted parlays also serves as a way to mask the low success rate of these bets with the allure of larger returns. Boosts also act as a very powerful retention tool. They keep the user engaged by providing a reason to regularly check the app for new offers and new specials. The urgency of these time-sensitive boosts, along with the fear of missing out, encourages impulsive bets, adding excitement and more impulsivity into the user experience. And finally, sportsbooks profit from the sheer volume of bets these promotions generate. While they may reduce their margins slightly on specific boosted parlays, the overall increase in betting activity completely compensates for this. In short, these promotions fuel excitement, they drive the betting volume, and they ultimately help the sportsbooks maintain their profitability. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching the 2-minute drill. I hope you're all taking something away, learning about the parlays here. Hey, Super Fro, welcome in. Yeah, reward sensitivity is a real thing, and just you have to remember that Vegas and the sports books are definitely tapping into the psychology of the bettors. You know, these are all very much profit-driven companies, and I mean, they're tapping into what's called reward sensitivity. And I hope you guys also understand that, you know, playing these parlays about how, you know, it just gets exponentially harder and harder to hit a parlay the more legs that you add. And you've never heard me ever on this podcast or on any podcast that I've ever been on say that I'm playing a parlay. Okay, you heard me one time in the morning email play my hot dog, my 3-dog parlay for the hot dog eating contest. But other than that, when it comes to sports betting and when it comes to how you guys and everyone else in betting is like actually spending their hard-earned money, you know, I'm not telling any of you guys to play parlays or that is a smart thing to do. Thanks everyone for all the hearts. I'm always gonna stay true to that. I know like sports books don't really want you to say things like that because parlays, people love playing them. They're always going to play them no matter how many times I say like you shouldn't play parlays, but those are my reasons on why I don't play them. And if you guys have any questions and would like to reach out or even would like to learn about this new thing that I'll be telling you about really soon, which I've coined successive sizzlers, feel free to reach out to me through my email at arielcalista.com just by clicking on the button that says stay in touch, and I'll be happy to like go over, explain a successive sizzler to you, and you know, kind of you know, if you're gonna play a parlay, here's a different way to play it. And it's also a way to like ensure that you remain super profitable throughout. So yeah, it's a good thing, Super Fro, because I see how tempting it is, like just as an average person using these sports betting apps, and how all of these parlays are like right up front and they're offering the odds boosts on them and they're sending the notifications. I get them all day long. Well, actually, they don't really target me with notifications so much because I'm always winning, so that's why I don't play parlays. I like to do the straight bets. No. They do mathematically lose long term. We had the parlay contest. I know Tyler remembers this from the Smoke the Spread community, when we were having the parlay contest over that month, and like people stopped posting their parlays after a while, or you know, they were doing it, but eventually it just is like, dude, all of these are losing, like. But now it's written down on paper, so you could also go see it for yourself. Like, if you want to see like a whole group of people at random like playing a parlay contest and seeing how far they can go, and truthfully, like you could see it for yourself. Like, it's hard. You can't really stay profitable in the long run with parlays, and Tyler knows that. So do the math, because the sports books are doing the math, and they're running your psychology, and I mean, they've already figured this out. They've spent millions, I mean, millions of dollars, billions of dollars over the years, you know, over a long period of time in Vegas to figure out the psychology of the sports bettor. And really how to maximize their profits, due to the psychology of the sports bettor. So I can't wait to keep diving into fun little tidbits like this with you and future 2-minute drills. That was under 2 minutes, so we got in right in time. Before we dive into some of my favorite props, let's just finish off my game picks that I have here. And I have another under that I like right now, and it is in the Browns versus Raiders game. Browns offense is not pretty, but they definitely have a strong defense. So I'm looking at this line. There's so many starters out with injuries for the Raiders. I just don't think many points are going to be on the board, and Vegas is looking like they agree with this, dropping a line from 39.5 down to 36.5. That's a very big move. And I mean, part of it's due to the injury news, but Vegas knows. And I mean, truthfully, they do know that the Browns offense isn't doing well right now. So I still like the under here, and that is my third under game pick of the day. So all of my game picks are unders. Just to run back through my picks of the day so far, I took the Saints Falcons under 42, Eagles Bucks under 43. It's already moving to 42, and I like the under 36.5 in a Browns Raiders game. And let's stay right here in this game for my first prop. Hey Brian, welcome in. Let's win. I hope you caught all of that. Those were my first 3 game picks, but I will run back through them at the end. So while everyone is taking overs today, and there's a lot of Joe money coming in on the overs, some spots the overs actually are developing, like the Chargers game looks like it's developing, but most spots I'm playing with the house and I'm taking the under, especially as they're moving this line against all of the over money. So those are my 3 unders so far. Let's stay in this Raiders-Browns game and talk about my first prop. I like Minshew to go over half an interception for plus 105. Cleveland secondary is truly quite good, and I think that Minshew is going to be in for a tough day. So I'm taking the over half an interception for plus 105. We just might be Derek, like a lot of unders I like, and we'll see. We'll see what happens today. I'm excited to watch. Okay, so I have 2 more props, but before I dive into that, it is September 29th. September's starting to wrap up. We are almost into the holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, a lot of holidays around this time. My birthday coming up. Well, just kidding. That's not a holiday, but for me it is. Let's talk about CBD and really how cannabis could have a positive impact on your holiday experience. So let's dive right in. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and we all know what that means. Heaps of food, extra calories, and an annual struggle to stay on track. But what if this year you didn't have to fall into that trap? What if you could walk into the holidays feeling healthier and more in control than ever before? CBD can help you get there. It doesn't just regulate your appetite. It actively helps you control those cravings that lead to overindulgence. CBD improves how your brain communicates with your body, reducing your urges to overeat. Think about it. When everyone is going in for seconds, you'll already feel satisfied. And here's what's even better. CBD also helps turn that stubborn white fat, which stores energy, into brown fat, which burns energy. So while others are packing on the pounds, you'll be burning more calories and increasing your levels of energy effortlessly. And that's not all. CBD helps balance insulin levels, stopping your body from storing excess fat. You're essentially switching your body from storage mode to burn mode, while others are struggling to bounce back after the holidays. You'll already be there ahead of the game. Also, CBD works on a cellular level, breaking down fat and stopping the formation of new fat cells. It's not just a quick fix, it's a long-term solution. So this Thanksgiving, don't let yourself go, take control. With CBD, you can manage your weight, enjoy the holiday, and feel great doing it. So why wait until after the holidays to start feeling better? Start now. Don't wait until after the holidays. Start now. So if you have any questions about CBD, you'd like to know more about cannabis and how it affects your weight loss, feel free to write me any question that you have. I have a ton of contact forms over at arielcalista.com. You could just write me anytime. And yeah, let's go. I use CBD for everything. I don't just smoke cannabis, even though you see me doing a lot of that on air. Like I have CBD soaps that I use, CBD oil products that I put in my hair to make it like smooth and shiny. I mean, the great thing about cannabis is it could be used in so many ways, and I'm still exploring new ways in which I can use it every single day. So I have some fun new experiments that I'm doing in the lab, and I'm really excited to showcase for the world of what kind of new products that I could bring out. Wow, congratulations. Let's go, Tyler. That's amazing. Seriously, you're a true pro. Stress spelled backwards is dessert. I love that. That's great. Okay, so let's dive into my last two props. Now, let's talk about the Jets. All of my AI models are showing that Wilson is really going to have some trouble this week. But the Vegas AI models also know that, and they've already adjusted the lines and the juice due to this. So, I mean, we know that Rodgers isn't done yet, and he needs to find targets. So I am going to take Lazard over 35.5 yards at plus 115. This is a nice value play. And finally, my third prop of the day. Well, I'm talking about the 49ers here. Brock Purdy can do it all, and I think he's going to need to if they want to avoid a 1-3 start. So there seems to be a bit of an oversight on this line here. So this is interesting because it's a very big plus money play. I really like Purdy to go over 10.5 rushing yards at plus 180. This is a huge plus money play. Definitely lock this in. And back to Craig's earlier question, I think this is my favorite prop of the day. So Purdy over 10.5 rushing yards at plus 180. I don't really have a favorite today, but I do like this play a lot. You know, it's hard to pick an actual favorite. But my props have been doing really well on the show if you guys have been following and staying tuned. My NFL official ROI right now is at 52.5% so far, which is incredible. I have a 71.4% win rate, and it's just going up from here. So I'm really looking forward to all the games today. Let's have a really big day. Let's do a lot of winning, and let's just run back through all of my plays and props one more time. Yeah, I think it is way too high. It almost seems odd how high it is, but I don't think the books are going to catch on soon. They will. They're going to adjust this, so I'd say lock it in now. Yeah. Oh my gosh, the Circa contest, don't even get me started. They've already eliminated like over 90% of their players. And I mean, here I am moving right along with a 51% ROI. So let's keep it up. This is way better than last year's 47% ROI. I mean, these ROIs are hard to maintain. I know, like, at some point I'm gonna have a cold streak, just like I have hot streaks. You know, that happens in the gambling world, but right now it feels good while it lasts. So I'm gonna enjoy it and take my 51% ROI and watch some football today. Okay, so let's run down these games. First, as you all know, I'm taking the under in the Saints-Falcons game. Under, it's sitting under 42 in most spots right now, so you can still lock that in early before the line moves even lower. I've seen some spots already move it to 41.5, so it is on the move. Do a little bit of line shopping. I'm also looking at the under in the Eagles versus Bucks game. I took it at 43 earlier, and it's already sitting at 42 in some spots. So this just keeps going lower and lower as well. Keep your eye on this. And then I took the under in the Browns-Raiders game, under 36.5. And for my props, I'm taking Minshew to go over half an interception for plus 105. Lazard over 35.5 yards at plus 115. And lock this one in early. Purdy over 10.5 rushing yards at plus 180. So there you have it. My 3 sharpest picks and my top 3 props. Good luck today, everyone. May luck be your lady. Let's win today. And you know, I feel like this is going to be a really great day in the NFL, so good luck to everyone out there. Thank you so much for joining me on the Sports Betting Illuminated podcast. And if you would like to sign up for my free daily emails at arielcalista.com just by clicking on the Stay in Touch button, you will get all of my sports news, the line movements, my picks of the day, pictures of me every day, and so much more. It's free, it's easy to sign up, and this email goes out every single day from arielcalista.com just by clicking on the Stay in Touch button. It takes like 2 seconds to sign up. Easy peasy. So let's all win together. All of my sports betting videos will be posted today and throughout the week on all of my social media platforms. You can find me pretty much everywhere at AriBet702. TikTok, they keep banning me, so Ari.bet's there. And you'll find all of my plays, so make sure to follow along. Sign up for my free daily emails. And thank you so much for tuning in. I will see all of you Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern back here on Sports Betting Illuminated. See you next time.